A devastating crash involving 3 trains in the eastern Indian state of Odisha on Friday evening has killed nearly 300 people and more than 1,000 injured, many of them seriously. This is one of the worst train accidents in the country. To get an update on the train accident and to find out whether there are any Indonesians among the casualties, we are now connected with Indonesian Ambassador to India, Her Excellency Ina Krisnamurthi. Hello, Ambassador Ina. Thank you for joining us. Ambassador Ina, thank you for joining us.
Hello, can you hear me? It's good to be here.
Yes, we can hear you clearly now. Thank you again for joining us today. Your Excellency, could you please give us an update on the train crash?
Well, I think, Valeria, you already explained very comprehensively what is the update, the current update of the situation. But I can say this for sure, as representative of the government of Indonesia in India, the Embassy of Indonesia already sent our thoughts and prayers to the bereaved families, and also our wish for speedy recovery for all the injured. From what we know, the Union Minister for Railways of India is currently still at the location of the accident. And now India, the government of India is entering already to the stage of repair and rebuild after the emergency status prior from today. One lane already open, and already some trains, especially that have important commodities, in particular coals, are already passing the single lane. The priorities of the government is to ensure that these commodities, especially those that are important for people, is not hampered by the accident.
Okay, thank you for updating us on the train accident in Odisha. Your Excellency, so far, are there Indonesians casualties in this accident?
Yes, the accident was happened, I think, on Friday, June 2nd at 6:55 p.m. Local time. From Friday, we communicated with many of our groupings. Here we have 28 states and 8 union territories, and Indonesians are in the 25 union territories and states. Around less than 1,000 Indonesian citizens resided in India. We try to communicate with each and every one of them, because you need to know that these train lanes are one of the main train lanes between states. So and also the lanes is passed or are passed by many main cities in India. So that is why since Friday we call each and every one of our citizens to make sure that no one is hurt or their family is not in one of the trains. And Alhamdulillah, luckily no one is hurt. We have one citizen, a lady who is married with Indian citizens with 2 children living in Odisha, where the accident is located. She and her family also are not impacted by this accident. So thank God, Alhamdulillah, that no Indonesian citizens is impacted by the train crash.
All right, so now if the family wants to know more about them in India, where can we get information about that?
They can communicate with Indonesian Embassy. Our social media is actively communicating with many questions, many inquiries. Our social media in Twitter and also the Instagram, we already receive some questions. But if you want, maybe the best thing is to ask the Embassy of India in Jakarta for further clarification or information as to what is happening on the ground, because the Embassy of Indonesia in Delhi and also the Consulate General in Mumbai is not on the ground, and the location of the train crash is not a big city. It's a village, so it's not easy to get there. So maybe it will be best if Indonesians want to know more about this accident, especially the update information, maybe to go to the Embassy of India in Jakarta.
All right, Ambassador Ina, thank you for speaking to us on TV Our World.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.